Welcome everybody. We have this question. A square of length 8 meters contains a circle and a square such that the corner of the square has a point of tangency with the circle, and that the centers of the circle and the square fall on the diagonal of the larger square. Find the radii of the circle, and we are also given that the side of the square, the smaller square, is 3 meters. And with all this information, we will have to draw the graph. So we've been given the side of the square to be 3 meters, the side of the bigger square to be as 8 meters. We will have to get the radius of the circle. Now what I wish to do foremost is to consider the smaller circle. So let me name it as P, Q, R and S, and O is the center. Now the division is not at the center of the larger square, okay? So this is the image of the required graph, or I would say the system under consideration, and we are not given that the split is exactly at the center. So we would have to determine everything. Now this is clearly taken to be as R, so OS is equal to R, and we will get SQ. SQ is going to be equal to, this is a right triangle, right? So I will be using the Pythagoras law, which is going to be SR squared plus RQ squared, square root of this. So this is going to be 3 and this is going to be 3. So you have 3 squared plus 3 squared with the square root there is equal to square root of 2 times of 3 squared, which is going to be 3 times of root 2. So this is my SQ, right? So let me mention it there, 3 times of root 2. Okay, so now we clearly know this length is given to be as 8, right? So this will also be 8. Now this is clearly 90 degrees, so I can work along this side. So this entire length is going to be 8. So consider triangle. So let me mention it as TQMS, something like that. So consider triangle QMS. So by Pythagoras law, we have, so what do we have? SM squared plus MQ squared is equal to SQ squared, right? So this is 8 squared is equal to SQ squared. So SQ squared is equal to 2 times of 8 squared. So that means 8 root 2 will be s cube. This is the length of the entire diagonal. Now we know that we can clearly see that there is a point of tangents here. So that would mean if I were to drop a line from O to the point of tangency, that would clearly be 90 degree. So similarly O to the point of tangency, that will be also 90 degree. Okay, so clearly from here to here is going to be the radii, right? So I have a 90 degree here, a 90 degree here, this is 90 degree, right? So obviously this will also be 90 degree. So with this information R, I have R here, R here and R here. So this is going to be, if I were to consider triangle, say O, say some U, O, U, S, by Pythagoras law, what do you got? You got OU squared plus SU squared is equal to OS squared. So this is going to be R squared plus R squared is equal to OS squared. So OS squared is equal to 2R squared. So OS is going to be R times root of 2. Okay, so that is a very important information. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to club by all these things. So the diagonal, the entire diagonal is going to be equal to 8 times root 2 is going to be equal to this length 3 times root 2, this length which is R, and this entire length which is going to be R and root 2. Okay, so this is going to be equal to, I can add these two together. So probably I will take the R out, so it's going to be R of 1 positive root 2 positive 3 into root 2, and you have 8 times root 2, so you push the other side out. So 8 root 2 negative 3 root 2 is equal to R of 1 positive root 2. So this can be added, so let me use this side of this space. So 8 and 3 will give me 5 root 2 is equal to R of 1 positive root 2. So R is equal to 5 root 2 over 1 positive root 2. So I multiply by 1 negative root 2 divided by 1 negative root 2. This is going to be 5 times the root 2 times 1 negative root 2. This is going to give me 1 negative of 2. Right. So this will give me a negative 1 in the denominator. But I take a negative sign out and I will get root of 2 negative 1 times 5 into root 2. So this will become positive. So if I were to distribute this 5 times root 2, I will get 5 times of 2 negative 5 times of root 2. Right. So this is going to be 10 negative 5 times of root 2. But I can get the value of root 2. Right. So let me use the value of root 2 there. So root of 2 is 1.414. So if I were to multiply it by 5, I get 5 4s are 22, 7, 5 4s are 22, 5 1s are 5, 7. So from 10 you take away 7.070. What do you get? 0, 3, right, and you have a 9 there. And you already have a 9 here and you get 2.930. So therefore the radius R is 2.930. This is the solution for this question. Okay. Thank you everybody. Please like, share, subscribe.